You're watching News Channel 11 at 6.
The future of two competing casino proposals in Southwest Virginia hangs in the balance as lawmakers decide how to legalize casino gambling. Good evening, I'm Josh Smith. Sarah Diamond has the evening off. On Tuesday, the Eastern Band of the Cherokee Indians announced a new agreement with Pinnacle developer Steve Johnson to build and operate a casino in Washington County, Virginia. The development would be off Interstate 81 near the Pinnacle and include an outdoor concert venue, an indoor water park, and a luxury hotel. The announcement comes more than a year after developers proposed a separate casino deal at the former Bristol Mall. That's less than 2 miles away. It would be operated by Hard Rock. But first, the General Assembly must legalize casino gambling in the Commonwealth. Jackie DeFusco found the language of the law could impact which casino project moves forward.
Josh, before anyone can go all in on a casino project, the General Assembly has to make some decisions. Among them, where will they allow a casino to open? And also, will they allow operators to compete for a license? In a competition between casinos, Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians Chief Richard Sneed says the proposal near the Pinnacle has a better hand.
The location at the Pinnacle just seems the most logical choice. Given all of the dining, entertainment, retail that already exists.
Southwest Virginia delegate Terry Kilgore says he didn't know about the project until Tuesday. He says he's set on the proposal for the former Bristol Mall that's been on the table since 2018.
So I think we just move forward with the Bristol project. They've been in the game. They have, participated in all the studies.
Sneed says Virginia lawmakers should set up a competitive bidding process before picking favorites.
This is a free market opportunity. And in the free market, competition is always best.
Delegate Kilgore says he wouldn't support that.
The state should not be involved in choosing who the provider would be in a certain locality. That should be totally up to the locality.
Last year, the General Assembly voted to have a nonpartisan commission study the impact of casinos in 5 so-called economically distressed localities. That study recommends lawmakers award casino licenses through a competitive selection process, as is done in other states. It says a committee comprised of state and local perspectives should evaluate the proposals.
It makes no sense to me to commission studies and to have all of these recommendations and then just say, well, we're going to ignore the recommendations, even though the recommendations that are being made are in the best interest of the citizens of the state as a whole.
For the Pinnacle proposal to be possible, lawmakers would have to amend last year's bill to allow a casino to be built in Washington County, Virginia, instead of just Bristol. According to the JLARC study, the General Assembly could also specify special consideration be given to recognized tribal nations interested in operating a casino. Now, I've reached out to Southwest Virginia Senator Todd Pillion and Delegate Israel O'Quinn multiple times for comment. So far, they've yet to respond. Josh.
Jackie DeFusco, thank you. The legislation to legalize casino gambling may be one of the items Virginia Governor Ralph Northam discusses when in less than an hour he delivers his State of the Commonwealth address in Richmond. The Democratic governor is expected to also discuss gun control legislation proposals. We're going to be streaming the governor's address at 7 p.m. You can watch it on WJHL.com. We'll have a full recap from Richmond tonight on our news at 11 o'clock. City